Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My husband and I have been honored with the Members of the Year Award. My name is Marina, and together with my husband Igor, we would like to present what the Center for Return means to us.
Good evening. My name is Igor Schneidman. I'm an engineer by training and by temperament. Everyone knows that in the former Soviet Union, there was a dramatic Russification of Jews, which resulted in nearly total loss of Judaism, affecting generations. We were entirely ignorant of our Torah heritage. We were illiterate Jews, who really didn't know what Judaism meant, but we were constantly reminded that we were Jewish. Even though I graduated at the top of my class, I was denied entry to a PhD program.
Igor and I were married in April 1987, and our son Ilya was born a year later. We didn't want our son to endure the anti-Semitic experience that we had both been through, so we decided to emigrate to the United States. September 24th, 1991 was our exodus from Russia. We celebrate that day every single year.
We fell in love with our new motherland. We started working within a few months of our arrival, and life has been good to us in America. After a year of self-study, I landed a job as a computer consultant with JP Morgan, then AIG, then Goldman Sachs, and finally Barclays, where I'm employed today.
I completed a master's in social work at NYU and continued to work in the field. Our son Ilya attended Drexel University's Accelerated Medical Degree Program, graduating with honors, and he's now a second-year surgical resident at North Shore LIJ. Our daughter Rachel, born 5 years after we arrived, was just awarded a full scholarship at the Macaulay Honors Program at Baruch College.
Having ourselves been Jewishly deprived, we wanted our son to have a proud, unambiguous Jewish identity. Naive, and very uninformed, we enrolled Ilya at the local Reform Temple Hebrew School. Then he was 12. Our intentions were good, but the results were disastrous. The Sunday class he attended turned out to be formal and lacking any real substance. Teachers didn't really care if the kids were learning, and when one of the teachers ate a ham sandwich during the Shabbaton, the hypocrisy was not lost on Ilya. As a result, he decided he wanted nothing to do with religion. Where had we gone wrong?
Fast forward, and you have the Schneidman family happily distracted with life, very busy, gainfully employed homeowners with kids working hard in school.
While at Goldman Sachs, a colleague invited me to a Bible class led by a dynamic rabbi. Working 10 to 14-hour days at Goldman, a weekly program right in the building seemed like a great idea. As I found out, that class one of the Center of Return lunch and learn programs in workplaces throughout the city. I hardly ever missed a class since then.
Igor shared every class with the family at home. He told us about his stimulating experience, and we soon found out ourselves that all the rabbis at the Center for Return were knowledgeable, warm, and extremely supportive. I participated in many holiday celebrations and yeshiva lights, and the kids enjoyed matzah baking and challah making events.
Being skeptical, I frequently questioned Rabbi Kahn, but he always had an answer. Slowly, I allowed myself to listen. Attending the weekly Torah class inspired me to read from the Bible, given many years earlier to my son at his Reform Temple confirmation, which at the time was collecting dust on the shelf. At that point, I made a discovery. The Bible had commentaries. Reading the Bible with commentaries, I was presented with something profound. Every word in the Bible has a meaning, and you need commentaries to understand the text. I was so obsessed with my spiritual journey that over years' time, I read this Bible from cover to cover. Many times, the Reformed Bible's commentaries conflicted with Rabbi Kahn's explanation, but he always brought proofs to support his version. Eventually, Rabbi Kahn insisted that I purchase an ArtScroll Bible. That was a totally different experience. Firstly, the book opened from right to left. And there were instructions to recite a blessing before studying the content. And I was just awed by the depth of the commentaries.
Rabbi and Rebbetzin Kahn became not only our mentors in Judaism, but also our very dear friends. We visited their home, the Bait, and they came to ours. During one of the visits, they brought a mezuzah and put it on our door, the first mezuzah we ever had. It was clear they had an agenda to make us Torah observant. On the one hand, we wanted this, but on the other hand, it would be turning us inside out.
As an engineer, I have a very structural and logical mindset. But how do I observe the Torah? And how do I fulfill the mitzvahs without fully understanding? How do I change my life and explain it to my family and to my friends? I told Rabbi Kahn that I definitely believe in God, but I'm not yet ready to keep all the commandments. The rabbi responded, there was one word in my statement which was incorrect. I wondered to myself which word it was. I don't have to wait too long before Rabbi Kahn thundered back at me. All is the word which is incorrect. Who told you to keep all the laws? Let us start with just 3 biblical laws. So Rabbi Kahn began his instructions. Tonight, which is Friday night, you're going to make Kiddush, which is a biblical commandment. And since Kiddush starts with 3 verses from the Bible, you will make the blessings before the learning. That's a second biblical commandment. And then, after eating bread with the meal, you will say grace, a third biblical commandment. In other words, Rabbi Kahn helped me overcome my challenge of procrastination by giving me small, bite-sized instructions which I could implement immediately.
Later, I reported to Rabbi Kahn that we did everything he instructed us to do, and it felt good. The subtle transformation, which began by attending the CFR class years before, had suddenly become more real and evident. This past October, the Center invited us to participate in the Worldwide Shabbos Project. It was an incredible experience for us. Igor and Ilya were greatly moved by the energy they felt from the entire community, and I loved the family spirit of Shabbos. The byline of Center for Return is your guide to Judaism. For us, they have certainly been a guide, as well as a coach and a personal trainer. What we had always felt was the right direction for secular Jews like ourselves, the Center for Return has helped us put into action. This is making a great difference for us and our children, and hopefully even for our grandchildren and beyond.
Perhaps now I have the proper instruction manual that will work for me. We plan to use it, proceeding with each task at hand, slowly and surely, until we can proudly declare that we have reclaimed our Torah heritage.
Thank you, Center for Return, and Rabbi and Rebbetzin Kahn for making all this possible.